Hi, welcome to our second unit, our post-Thanksgiving unit. We're going to be talking about place value, decimals, fractions, all that good stuff. And let's start off right now. This is page 119 in your textbook. It basically explains what we're going to do. So mom, dad, you want to read it over? Cool. Children, you want to read it over? Cool. Basically, it's saying we got our big thousands block right here, right? 1,000 is 10 times 100. I would write that down, or underline it, I should say. Hundreds, 100 is 10 times 10. Perfect. Tens, 110 is 10 times 1. And then we have straight up 1. So do you notice the pattern? Times 10. Times 10. Times 10. We're going to be doing a lot of times 10s over the next couple of weeks. So let's slide on down to page 120. And on 120, I'm going to ignore all this where it says work together stuff, and we're going to do it together. So it says each grid represents one whole. So imagine this is like one whole pizza. I know it's a square, but we get the idea. That is one whole, and it's asking us to shade in 5/100ths. So you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way, but I could tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 10, that tells us that there is going to be 100 of those, if you don't remember from the previous page. 100 cubic units make that up, and we have to fill in 5/100ths of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill in 100th, 200th, 300th, 400th, 500th. Boom, all good. Now, let's look at this next one over here. This one says 5, not hundredths, tenths. So instead, we really could just add a 0 right there to make it 50/100ths. It's the exact same thing as 5/10ths. So what I'm going to do is, these are 10. I'm going to fill out 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll double squiggle, why not? Double squiggle, why not? Get them all shaded in beautifully. So I want you to notice a couple of things. 5/100ths is just 5 of those little units. 5/10ths are 5 of the groups of 10, or 50 of those 100th units. Let's slide down. Look at the next part. Okay, so this one, same situation. We have 8/100ths. So again, there's 100. We're going to fill in 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll notice it doesn't matter whether I go up, down, left, right. As long as there's 8/100ths filled out, we're good. Sliding over here. Same thing with the 5, except for this one, it's 8. So we're going to fill in 80/100ths, or 8/10ths. Same thing. So each of those rows are 10, so I have to fill out 8 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you'll notice, all right, I'll squiggle it up a little bit more. There. We get the idea. What you'll notice is that if you count each little thing, each little unit cube, there's going to be 80 that we filled in. Or if you can count them by tens, 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10. Boom, that's what we got filled out. Now, let's slide to the next page, which is your page 121. And we're going to take a little peek here. Again, whatever I write down, you should write down. So, write in the missing factor in each equation to show how ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands are related. Okay. Think back to what we did on the previous page. And I'm going to start over here with 1. 1 is just plain old 1. 10 is equal to what times 1? 10 times 1. And if you remember our zeros, that's 1 times 1 with 1 0. Now if we slide over here, 10 times what gets you 100? Well, we already have 1 0. 10 times 10 gets you 100. And now we slide over to this one here. 100 times what gets you 1,000? I said we were going to be working a lot with this. Times 10 is going to get you 1,000. Cool. Sliding down to number 2. It says, write the missing numbers in the equations below these place value models for the decimal to show how hundredths, tenths, and ones are related. Cool. So in this case here, ones, the whole thing of ones is going to be 0.1 times 10. See what we did there? 0.1 is how many times? 10. Give you a little trick. See the 10, the 0? That's how many spots to move the decimal. Little trick over here. See the 1 0? Move the decimal. It gets you 1. Same thing. Just like over here. Same thing. And now we have just plain old 1/100th. 1/100th times 10 gets you 1. 1/10. 1/10 times 10 gets you a whole number 1. Okay. Now, question number 3. It says, look at your equation for problems 1 and 2. Explain how the value of each place compares to the value of the place to its right. So how does this compare to this? What we're going to say is each box is times 10. Boom. Tomorrow, in class, we're going to be working a little bit more with these. We'll make sure you have these down.